This is your daily news update. Newsman Dennis Daily reports on some of today's current events. Now, with the latest update, here's Dennis.
Hi, and thanks again, everybody. The other day I was in conversation with a friend who wanted to know what the problem was trying to stop the oil flow in the Gulf of Mexico from that damaged well, and how come, since they're not pumping, there's still stuff coming up the pipe. Well, it's the same as a surface-level gusher, and gushers, became an icon of oil exploration. Drilling techniques were not as sophisticated as they are today, and it was not uncommon for there to be what are called blowouts. Often a hard layer of rock sits atop a cavern of oil. Pressure can build up, and so when you break through that hard level with a pipe, then the oil and everything else just flows upward, sometimes in very dramatic fashion. And even worse, sometimes there is a lot of natural gas within that oil flow, and that has caused a lot of eruptions that ended up in disaster because of big explosions. But the problem seems to be the reservoir factor, and that is that hard level of rock that captures all kinds of pressure. We know a lot about surface blowouts, and we have seen films of those. The recent History Channel program on the history of the United States dramatically showed that. There have been underground blowouts, but the one we're working with now and most concerned about is one far below the surface, underwater. And that kind is the most difficult to get a handle on. Can't help feel sorry for Betty White in the wake of the death of Rue McClanahan, who died very suddenly. That was a great show, The Golden Girls. It all gave us a great deal of fun and a lot of memories, and now Betty is the only one left coping with her grief. I'm Dennis Daily with your Daily News Update.